Hello everyone, this is Chris and welcome to a brand new world, a brand new series, a brand new adventure inside of Cosmic Chapter 2, Season 4. And immediately I'm going to head to this one village to get myself a few starter things. Maybe a bed, maybe this little patch of hay, and just one carrot. You know, I don't want to be too greedy. Now that I feel slightly armed and slightly more ready, I want to find a good place for my starter base now. And all these mountains around here are very, very tempting, but I don't think I want to get these straight away. I want to find one that's not too incredibly close to spawn, but not too incredibly far either. And last season I was kind of a lonesome, being on my own thousands and thousands of blocks away, but this season I want to be just a little bit closer to everyone. But I still need quite a bit of space for my main base ideas. Holy mackerel. We found a cave. We found a really big cave entrance. You know, we might as well, while we're here, try and get ourselves down there, even though I have absolutely no idea how we're gonna get down there. Nothing here, except for a little bit of stone right here. And I'm immediately going to use this stone to bridge across. Like, honestly, I think these new caves and stuff are really cool, but when you get yourself started, it's a little bit tricky to get yourselves into them. I have braved the gap, now let's do a little bit of mining down here. I mean, this is caves and cliffs after all. We might as well have a little bit of fun with the new generation right now. Ooh, a slime. I really want to get myself some slime balls. Ooh. Also don't want to slip and die immediately. I worked long and hard for these two levels right here, and I don't want to lose them immediately. Oh, and they just took themselves out on the dripstone. Well, that makes my job a whole lot easier. Alright, I think we avoided all the other mobs down here, but let's see if we could go any deeper just to find yourself some iron. That's literally all I'm trying to get. Thank goodness. Thank goodness we finally found some. Wait a minute, I just realized I don't have any wood to make any sticks to make any iron tools. You know what? I'm just gonna grab the little bit of iron I could see around the place. I'm just gonna head back up. We'll do more mining later. You know, actually, I want to leave, but at the same time, like, there's a birch tree just right here. It'll give me all the what I literally need for this one trip. I mean, I hope at least. And just to make sure I have access going back up, look at me using my brain for once, actually using the natural water terrain things around the place. Okay, it's very dark. There's a spider over there. I'm kind of scared right now. I'm very deep into the world, much more deep than I would normally expect, and I'm being very, very liberal with my torches. But wait a minute, this is an amethyst geode. This is an amethyst geode right here. Totally wasn't expecting to find one of these, but you know what? While we're here, we might as well pick up at least a little bit for a spyglass. And diamonds right here, and I don't have the iron for it. I will be back for you, I promise. I think I see some light over here, and more diamonds right here. I completely forgot the new ore stuff right here, the new ore generation things, but alright. More to the point, we need to get ourselves some iron before we could get this stuff. After struggling for a little bit, I got myself just enough iron needed to get myself lots and lots of diamonds down here. And I swear, I saw like 4 different types of veins, but I wasn't able to get any of them because I didn't have the iron needed. But now all that can change. Wait a minute. How did I miss this mine shaft? That would have saved so much time going up and down getting the wood. Well, in hindsight, I didn't know this was here, but you know what? I'm glad I do now know. Alright, for real now, let's actually head back to the surface. Mainly because my pockets are getting incredibly full right now. And before we start doing any more cave exploration, we should probably start looking for a place to call home. And I think this season, I kind of want to make a mountain base. I kind of want to dig myself inside of a mountain and make myself a little base inside there, but we gotta just pick a good mountain to settle down in. And I think it'd be best to pick one that's kind of on the edge of everything, mainly because I kind of want to have everything set up in roughly the same area, rather than having like a starter base in one place and then everything else like thousands and thousands of blocks away. You know what? I'm kind of liking the look of that peak. I think that one over there is what we're going to call home over there. It's not frozen, it's on the edge of like a relatively flat area over there. I think this is probably going to be the perfect place for me to set up. And now that we made it at the top of this one peak, these other ones around here are looking pretty tempting. And I don't think there's any rules in me not being allowed to claim a few more than just one peak, so I might claim just a small handful of these peaks around here. And I think immediately one of the first things we need to work on is access to the top of this one place. Actually, before any access or anything like that, let's start tunneling out at least the first one we claimed right here, just to get ourselves the starting, I guess, shape of our main starter base. Also, I haven't mentioned this on YouTube yet, but, I'm currently working on an ear infection right now, so in case you hear anything that I don't, then that's the reason why. But right now, let's try and ignore this ear problem and talk about my base plans, and I don't want to give too much away right now, but I do want to say I want to make the most out of this new vertical building space, and I guess I'm going to try and do something a little bit similar as to what I did back in Chapter 1, Season 4 with the NASA base, but yeah, don't want to say anything else right now, but big plans are coming, big bases, big things like that, they are on the way. But for now, we'll focus on starter base things, and I gotta say, mining out this small little area with an unenchanted diamond pickaxe was extraordinarily painful. But you know what? At least we have it done, at least we have it mined out, and now we have to go and get some resources around the place. And some of the resources I'm going to need are deep slate and actually nether bricks, but for now let's try and go get the deep slate right now. And also probably some obsidian for an enchanting table, because I can't mine with an unenchanted pickaxe forever. Like, this is legitimately the slowest I've ever mined in, like, forever. Wait a minute, I swear I saw something in the distance. It looked like a ruined portal, like, just over this hill. You know, if we could find a ruined portal, then that saves us so much time in finding all the lava we're going to need, and yeah, finding lava pockets, kind of a little bit harder now as of this one update. It is an actual, oh no, not powdered snow again. I really gotta get me a pair of leather boots. But yeah, this could help out so much right now, and actually, you know, getting the things I need for my starter base. And not really the best stuff, but I'll still take it. But the main things I want to take is actually all this obsidian and all this netherrack. Well, this certainly wasn't hard to mine. And while we have this all cooking, let's go and actually get some deep slate. Oh, and I guess we could do some deep slate mining in another abandoned mine shaft. Hey, and this deep slate mining is paying off in more ways than one. I seriously hope this is enough deep slate for my starter base. Because honestly, mining for deep slate so long with just unenchanted tools takes such a long time. But you know, if we have to come back here, we're not short of this stuff right here. So the roof and most of the floor is going to be made out of this, what's this called? The polished deep slate right here. Now that the roof is finished, I've come to the realization that I'm going to need one other type of material for this base. Okay, kind of two, but we'll get to that soon enough. And these two materials in question are spruce and dark oak, and spruce for the most part is going to be pretty easy to find as mountains, you know, generated lots and lots of spruce. Dark oak, on the other hand, that's going to be kind of tricky. So I guess a little expedition wouldn't hurt anyone. This normal forest, man, it seems like it goes on forever. I mean, I'm sure I'll eventually find something else, but still, it just feels like it's going on and on and on forever and ever and ever. Well, I wasn't expecting to find this, but I found a savanna. And I guess while we're out and about, we might as well pick up some of this savanna wood. But I'm still on the hunt for those long-distant dark oak wood. Oh, finally, after like 2 hours of searching, finally found a dark oak forest. Alright, now that we're finally back in our little abode right here, let's actually properly get to work. A few hours of work later, and we have this base really fleshed out. I used a lot of stripped dark oak right here, along with dark oak stairs right here, with lots of nether bricks around the place, and yeah, everything seems much more fleshed out. We also have these little hallways right here. This one's not going to be anything too spectacular, apart from having two small little furnace super smelters, as well as a balcony just out here, which obviously isn't here yet, but it will be here eventually. As soon as I get more wood, this will be my small little storage system right here, along with an enchanting table down here. This side I kind of want to have access to the very bottom of the world, as well as the very top. And right now I have a pretty janky ladder that goes pretty much down to Y110, just to make it a little bit easier getting up and down this mountain. And then this side might just be a back door. Might just be a back door linking up to a small little forest over there. But to do the little waterway right here, and to finish up this one base, we are going to need to either find more ruined portals or slightly easier method of actually going to the Nether. But just before I do that, I might as well make the most out of the 31 levels I have, and unbreaking, you know what, whatever, screw it, and that's actually a really good pickaxe. That's actually a fantastic pickaxe we have right here. But now, to the Nether. I made that sound much more exciting than it probably actually is, but alright, where are we? There's a horse here, which probably means this is someone else's portal right now, which probably isn't the best, and why are we at 116? Yeah, this is definitely someone else's portal. Good thing I brought my spare obsidian, but I guess for now, let's just look around and see if we could find some soul sand and a good place to mine more netherrack. Ooh, and actually, while we're here, we might as well pick up some of this glowstone. Like, I think this will work really well for some lighting in my base. I mean, torches are fine and all, but you can't beat glowstone. I mean, come on. Hey, that wasn't too hard to find. Finally found some soul sand. And a nether fortress in the background. Holy moly, I wasn't expecting to find this. Do we go in it? We probably should. I mean, since we're here. I wish I had a shield at hand, but I don't. Oh, no. All right, now that I do actually have a shield at hand, let's actually head back into this one fortress. Oh, wither skeletons. I am not prepared for this. I'm totally not prepared for this. Oh, there's no inside that way. Okay, we can work with this still. Assuming this stupid skeleton get out of here. This is not going as well as I thought it was going to be. Let's get up here. Let's get cover for a second. All right, I have new boots. I have a new motivation to get through here. Let's just run. Let's just keep running. Go. Let's just get inside. In. This way. Don't panic. Okay. We did it. We can handle it now. We can take this one step at a time. We can go in a little bit. We can build a little bit with our precious netherrack right here, and then we can take on some of these wither skeletons. And yeah, it'd be kind of cool to get maybe a head or something like that, but you know, I'm more inclined to get the coal and the bones and things like that, especially early game. I thought I was doing so well, but then I saw like a whole horde of mobs over here. I really just want to find myself like one chest and then be done with this place and then leave the rest to everyone else. But it sounds like Evelyn and I might be interested in making like a wither skeleton farm together, which is pretty cool. Ooh, a chest. I see a chest. That's all I want to get. I want to get at least one chest and then be out of here. But you know, obviously, if I'm in the mood, I might as well go around the whole place. And I completely forgot to record myself opening this chest, but pretty much it just had some nether ware and some gold in it. Well, what's expecting to get this thing. Alright, now that we've got everything we needed, I think it's time we could head back home. Actually, there's an enderman right here, and if I could get an ender chest, like, right now, that would be amazing. Ah, no ender pearl. Okay, well, if we see another one, we'll give it a try, but otherwise, let's just head back. Oh, we got a pearl. Okay, this is going much better than I thought it was going to go. So if we just mine this way for a little bit, if we mine this little area out, then hopefully this would have linked up to the nether. Hopefully. Oh, it's looking promising. Let's just double check, make sure, and go back through. Perfect. We are linked up to the nether. And let's not waste any time. Let's actually get ourselves an ender chest straight away. This is going to be so much help. Like, I have been in desperate need ever since this season started, about 20 or so minutes ago for you, that I've needed some form of extra space, and now we actually have it. And I think these little pockets, we should probably add a little bit of glowstone here and there, mainly because it looks nice. And we can also finish up this little bits of decoration around the place. And when I say finish up little bits of decoration, what I really should have said was work quite a bit off camera for a few hours, making this long hallway right here, which doesn't have anything connected to it apart from this one doorway linking up to this outside place right here, which honestly kind of looks like the perfect place to add maybe like just a few simplified farms here and there. And on the other side, I added this small little balcony right here, and I really like the design. It's pretty simple, but it's pretty effective too. And looking at this long hallway here and looking at the outside of this one mountain, it looks like we have quite a bit more space to actually do quite a bit of, or at least a few redstone machineries around here. And honestly, if I could at least fit just one or two small little farms inside of these little places, then I think that'd be just good enough for this space we have. We're not wasting a single ounce of space inside this mountain, I'm telling you. And one of these farms I'd like to make is actually a zero-tick kelp farm. One, because it'd be really cool to have a whole bunch of extra fuel around the place, but also it is linked to a shop I have planned in the future. And if we put the kelp here, then I think everything should be working now. Well, let's just see to make sure. So if we pull this lever up, then yeah, it's working. It's actually working. I should mention that I did find this design online, so I can't take credit for it, but I did hear that occasionally that kelp could pop off, but yeah, for the most part, it seems as though, everything right here seems to be working pretty well. And with all this kelp, I can now actually use it to get more and more XP from these furnaces, but more importantly, I want to use it for something that might not seem too impressive or too huge, but as of this update is actually quite the decent challenge. And that is to create a bubble elevator from the very bottom of the world coming up all the way up to this base right here. And I can't even remember how I did it before 1.18, so yeah, this is gonna be quite the decent challenge here. And I guess step 1 is obviously just digging straight down, and I'm going to dig a 2x2 thing just so I can, pillar myself back up, because I have no idea how I'm gonna actually get myself back up from down here. Also, again, for my main base, I am going to have to do quite a bit of tunneling down here, so I might as well make the journey up and down as quick as possible. Well, I wasn't expecting this, but I found a little cave down here, and if I had this space, I'd totally do at least a little bit of mining down here, but I unfortunately don't. Alright, now that we made it to the bedrock layer, let's put this down so we can hop back down here really quickly and start pilling ourselves back up. And again, I can't remember if this is the technique people use to make one of these bubble elevators, but you know what? This is the technique I'm using, at least. Okay, I think we finally made it back up. And why did I get rid of those ladders when I still could have used it to get back up there? Like, that was a dumb move. Oh well, there was always a long way around to go to. So if we just place this, splat. And now time to start working our way back up. And there's literally no way I'm going to be able to do this with just the one breath I have, which is why I brought some buttons to stop the water flowing for a second if I ever need a breath. Though that was a poor button placement right there, and I need to get it back. Alright, now that we made it all the way to the top, we just gotta get ourselves right the way back down there to place the soul sand. The only problem is I doubt I'm going to be able to survive that, which means we should probably add a drop chute too. I mean, to be honest, I was planning on doing this anyways, but you know what? Might as well have an excuse on doing it now, at least. Alright, now that we're down here again, I've just come up with an idea as to what we could do down here. And I'm kind of surprised I didn't do it more often since I found it. And I'm not gonna hide it in the dark, it's the little glitch thing right here we have. And it's so simple, you just fall right down here, then you just get out. But now on to the slightly more fun and slightly more worrying thing. Has this bubble column actually worked, or am I gonna drown? Well, it seems like so far it's working pretty well. It's working pretty, well and pretty fast, which is the idea. That's the whole reason I built this thing, to make it, much quicker than going up and down up this, new vertical space. And yeah, that actually wasn't too painful. That wasn't actually too bad in getting up here. And now we have an actual proper way of getting ourselves all the way down to the bottom of the world and all the way back up. And all at relatively decent speeds too. And I think that's where I'm going to leave episode 1. Much more hectic than I thought it was going to be, but still lots and lots of fun, and I am so excited to see where the season actually goes. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.